What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 101 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LeBlatt. With me, as always, is Chris Montalbano.
Damn, 2 missiles?
Jalen Roberts.
Look, your shoulders wifey. I don't make the rules here.
Madrid Devon.
Sticky fingers!
And Josh Jones.
The trophy's mine!
And joining us for the first time, we have Akuma Santi from Press Start, Controllerize Atlanta, and Dragon Ball Fighters.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about the superhuman CTR bunny hopping. We're going to talk about Samurai Showdown and some free DLC. We're going to talk about Destiny 2 Season of Opulence, and we're going to talk about that hot garbage One Punch Man game.
That's just ass.
If somebody were to recommend the iOS beta to me, I'd do it. Like, it's better than most betas have been. There's still a chance we'll get like one like shaky one in between, but like for beta 1 to be as good as it is like right now,
Yeah.
like, but on the iPad, like, there's no reason not to, unless like you use your iPad like as your phone, like.
Or as a laptop, does it cut performance at all?
No, so it actually increases performance, and there's more.
Nice.
There's a lot of stuff like the iPad became more like a computer. Like the file system's actually good now.
Yeah, I heard.
You can have 2 Safari windows open. Like the only thing that it doesn't do well is mouse support. But like,
Yeah, because I think it pretty much just acts the mouse as a like finger press, so it's not even like you're not using an actual mouse,
right? Yeah,
which is what it is. But they're getting there.
yeah. And I mean, with the newer ones, like they use the Apple Pencil. Like
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah,
I've been using it instead of my laptop
nice.
for like.
Yeah,
on the go stuff.
I've liked what they've been doing, and that dark mode's sick.
I knew I needed a dark mode. I didn't know how much I needed a dark mode.
That's the one thing I miss, going from like having my MacBook for when I was in school to going back to Windows. I was like, damn, I really miss dark mode. That's pretty much just it.
What, like, on Windows, you can make a lot of things dark mode.
I know, but it's not as easy as like just click dark mode and everything's just like slick.
Yeah. And that's the good thing about, like, on iOS, and then more apps are going to start doing it, like, as we get closer, but dark mode, Apple apps, plus, like, dark Discord, Twitch, everything.
I mean, if your app doesn't have a dark mode, then you're falling behind.
Right. There are literal, like, websites that just straight up will independently have a dark mode. Like, Reset Era, different forums and stuff, you can...
Even Firefox browser is like native in dark mode.
Yep, Chrome.
Yeah, it's the only blackface we support.
Dark mode, everything. But I guess we're going to start off on a little bit of a somber note for the week. Ekita, I should have put his real name, but YouTuber Ekita recently committed suicide because he was dealing with mental health issues, and he posted a video last week to YouTube saying goodbye, but it was a scheduled post, so it wasn't like he uploaded it and he was recording himself on his way to commit suicide, saying goodbye to everybody.
I heard he like recorded it at daytime, but it didn't post till night.
Yeah,
something like
he
that.
recorded it during the day, like walking.
Popped up at 12 a.m.
Yeah, auto posted at midnight, and then just nobody heard anything. They were checking like his YouTube activity to see if he was watching stuff. So I was following it on Twitter because I'm like, either he's trolling, and this is the one case where I really was like,
Well, this is not the first time before he was found, this wasn't the first time he's gone missing.
Right, and then he's had a lot of issues recently with like cops being called to his apartment to like intervene with him trying to harm himself, and like him getting into altercations with police. And so he had a lot going on, and he had just looking on YouTube, the kind of investigation. This is one of the first times I've ever seen like Twitter actually working to like, they found the path he was walking in the video based on like where his apartment was and mapped out where he was. And then there was someone's like, oh, he's just going through a spiritual awakening. He just needs some time away, and he's probably, because he's made jokes before that were off a little bit, and there were people who were trying to get him help, but they found his belongings, I think Friday, and then by yesterday morning they confirmed that they had found his body and recovered it out of the East River. So
That's sad, man.
Yeah.
one thing I just want, the reason I'm bringing this up, Ekita was one of the first YouTubers that I ever saw that was a person of color who was doing games coverage, and I
Same
know
here, yeah.
just the representation that he brought to the medium,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a space for people like us now if it weren't for people like him working in YouTube. And so I just want to like personally I send my feelings out to his like friends and family and all the people. Like, I had to get off Twitter yesterday because there were just YouTubers that, like, I didn't really watch his stuff too much. Like, I was subscribed. I was aware when his channel got taken down a while back. Like, he was kind of always in the spheres, but, like, YouTubers like Jay Witz, who I've probably seen all their YouTube videos, and, like, just different people in the Pokemon and Nintendo community online, just, like, always saying how much of a positive force he was in their lives and how much he just did for YouTubers and for gamers and for just people everywhere. Like, on the podcast, his thing was the Joy-Con boys, and since I have so many Joy-Cons, I've said on the podcast, like, I'm a Joy-Con boy. That
It's
directly
official.
came from him.
Right.
True.
So, rest in peace, Ekita. Anybody who's struggling with mental health issues, there are resources out there. There's suicide prevention hotlines. You can reach out at any point. I'll put myself out. If anybody in the range of my voice is dealing with depression or anything like that, you can reach out to me and I'll do what I can to help or to give you the resources you need, because no one should have to get to the point that they feel like they need to kill themselves to get further. So,
That's true.
all right, I'm going to pass out these beers so we can lift the spirit a little bit. I wanted to get it out of the way early. We got a special guest with us. We got Akuma Santi
I know. I'm sorry. My mouth is full.
chewing on some peanut M&Ms.
Taking it back. The man of class.
Did you see the thing on Twitter where they were trying to? It was peanut M&Ms versus regular M&Ms.
Oh,
And
peanut
they were-
M's. What?
Peanut
There
always
is
wins.
there is no debate.
No.
I don't really
It's
eat.
chocolate and peanut. That's versus just chocolate. I fuck with regular M&Ms.
I mean, peanut M&Ms or the peanut butter filled M&Ms?
Well, they had to like
No.
discredit because it's like the pretzel, the peanut butter. They're
I mean, the
like,
pretzel one's fire too. That's sweet. and
They're
sweet.
like-
They're going crazy. It's like 6 different types of M&Ms now.
yeah.
It's one too many.
But it was really specifically peanut versus just straight up regular.
The original.
Yeah, that was the OG beef.
And one more down that way. Yeah. Anybody want a
Appreciate that.
secondary one?
I'm good, bro. I got some coconut water.
Got some coconut water.
I got some life water.
Trying to be hydrated, bro.
Mm-hmm. Take care of your body.
Yeah.
It is a temple.
I ended up drinking Monday night, like
Same.
not expecting, like
Bacardi?
wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wholeheartedly not expecting to drink anything other than beer.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that happened.
Y'all brought other things to Monday night?
No. It showed up and was literally like, hey, do you want some of this? And then before you could answer, it was being poured into your cup. So,
Tight.
Yeah, I had
It sounds like the
homegirl,
tequila fairy struck
she'll
again.
remain
Oh, no.
unnamed, but yeah, she brought a gallon of Bacardi and just passed it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got the party started.
So,
Might do that.
Another lit ass Monday night. I want a free shirt this time.
oh,
Hey,
shit.
there you go.
Hey.
Turn up.
I
never
haven't-
checked my
ever
ticket.
since they moved to the Monday Night Garage. I haven't been paying attention to the raffles.
I've never
Same here.
paid attention to the
Literally
raffles.
every time I go to get
Ever.
like a beer,
The first
I
time
take
I
out the
paid
old
attention,
ticket.
I won.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. I was like, oh, bet.
So
See how this
Akuma. Which one are you?
Well, the whole movement I'm with is Akuma Santi. I go by Akuma, Lord Akuma, Steven, Texas. I go by a lot, but
Okay.
Is that
I'm
the
just
full
me.
name Steven Texas?
Huh?
Steven Texas?
No, I moved here from Texas.
Oh, okay.
And everybody tells me I don't look like a Steven, so they just refuse to call me that and call me Texas.
Oh,
So
okay. I was like, damn, that's
Just-
an
it
ill
just
rap
stuck.
name, Steven Texas.
I might have to switch over.
What part of
That
Texas?
could be a mixtape.
Oh, the middle of nowhere.
What part of middle of nowhere?
Hearn, Texas.
Hearn, Texas? Is that like central?
Population About East Central Texas.
East Central? I'm from Abilene, which is around. I mean, it's still gonna be maybe like 100 miles from anywhere else, but yeah.
Same here.
I
I'm
know
like,
I know the same.
The closest major city is College Station. I'm like an hour from College Station.
An hour from College Station.
That's where Texas A&M University is.
Okay, I was probably maybe like 2 hours north of Fort Worth.
Oh yeah, you were way up there. You got some snow.
So Madrid. This narrative.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. So
We're here to push agendas, that's all.
that's all we do. But Kuma, so one of the things I ask all the guests on the podcast, and I think I probably told you to like think about this at one of the press starts, was what is your favorite game of all time?
Oh man, one. I have to say Tenkaichi 3.
What system?
Simply because of just like the nostalgia behind it and the place I was in my life, like no responsibilities, friends coming over, and it was a good time. But
I feel that.
I don't know. I was a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, like Die Hard, and like anything Dragon Ball Z I fell in love with. So yeah, Tenkaichi 3 like holds a near and dear spot in my heart.
That's fair. The Tenkaichi series kind of saved that. Because Budokai 3 was okay. Budokai 2 was weird. But when they introduced the Tenkaichi series, was actually got like a really decent fighter.
Yeah, when I could find out I could fly, like I was lit. Like you couldn't tell me anything.
So one of the reasons we got you on the podcast is because at a press start, you by extension beat all of us in Dragon Ball Fighters. You either I think you beat Madrid directly in the first round.
That's actually when I met you. Like I've seen you at a couple of starts, but we were running
when we
that.
So
actually
just to let you
spoke,
know, it
yeah.
was always beef.
We was running a fighters tournament. I was like, all right, cool. What's good? Whooped my ass. I was like, damn, all right. Ran the second match. Whooped me again. I was like, oh, fuck. Well.
Yeah.
All right, damn, this is a tough tournament. Then he went on and won. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
fine.
That's fine. That makes sense.
Lost to the winner.
Yeah.
Lost to the winner.
If anybody, you would just want to lose. You would just want to lose to the champion.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I can go
So you
to.
can make an
I could have
excuse.
gone to any of these places and probably made it, further.
I've taken a substantial amount of L's in that game, so I
feel that.
it just toughened me up.
You get good.
You get good.
Exactly.
I hear that.
He's one of the few people we hop on and like it won't be a time where all of us are going to play Dragon Ball. We'll just see him playing Dragon Ball. We actually ran some games with him and Rusty Rupees a few nights ago. So we had Cheesy Controller, Rusty Rupees, and we had Kuma just in there wiping the floor with everybody.
Yeah.
I took the L. Madrid beat me, I think, our first match. When we played online in the party.
Bro, I came off the bench. And when you don't play this game for a while, like you come back, you're shooting shots.
Yeah,
Because you kind of remember
the
shit,
beginner's
but you
like-
don't remember too much to fuck you up in the head.
Right.
Yeah.
You just play off.
That's what
instinct.
happens when you overthink it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You have to go ultra instinct.
After that, I started getting washed. I tried playing the next day. It was bad. It was bad. I was like, yep, never mind. That's cool.
So
When are they going to put more characters in that game?
They've been dragging it out.
left to happen.
There
right?
are
Like-
They still haven't even announced.
yeah, three
Janemba.
left.
3 left.
Yeah, supposedly Janemba, the new Broly, and Gogeta.
So
Gogeta?
yeah, from the
Yeah, from
Broly
the
movie.
Broly movie.
Have you seen the Broly?
Chris, have you not watched the Broly movie yet?
Even I've seen the Broly movie, and the Broly
This
movie
nigga doesn't even watch
definitely-
Dragon Ball Z.
I know, but the first Broly movie kind of turned me off.
no. This Broly
This is
movie?
heat.
Okay.
When Darren was in town, he like sat me down. He's like, "No, you like
Need to watch
We're
it.
watching
Look,
it.
it's like a
I just-
solid 45 minutes of like plot, and then it's everything you love about Dragon Ball for the
I
next
wouldn't
like
even
hour
say
and a half.
45 minutes of plot, like maybe
30.
like I was about to say like 20-25 minutes of plot, and then
Look,
like
I'm
They
just
sprinkle
saying,
some
when
here and
things
there.
got hyped, things were hyped.
Yeah.
it was hands
It was-
nonstop.
Like, as soon
for,
as he
like,
stepped off the
The
ship.
Super Bowl of anime at that
So
time.
it's not Broly where he's just crying and mad because
No,
he
Broly,
like,
they
couldn't
gave
sleep as a
Broly a
baby.
personality.
well, he's also mad. He's very mad.
Well,
no,
yeah,
he's very-
but he was
Don't,
like
don't get it twisted.
the
He is
first
upset.
movie. He was like, "I'm literally only this strong because
I agree
Kakarot
with
wouldn't
you
stop
there.
crying."
That's the only thing I didn't like about the movie
was
because
like,
that
that's
was
it?
what
They
made
gave him a shit
Broly,
motivation.
Yeah,
No, not even a shit motivation. It was just that was the reason behind his power initially.
yeah.
Because he
You
was
know,
that
he was-
pissed
he was-
off because
yeah,
his baby
because
was
of-
crying.
While he was also a baby.
Well, not
Like,
his power, but like his just hate for Goku.
Yeah, like that's
Like,
where
it
its
was
entire
always
motivation
just
comes from.
Kakarot.
I don't
just wanna kill
understand-
Kakarot because couldn't get no sleep.
I understand.
I do resonate with that.
I get. Yeah, but like that's like 20, 30 years of hate when you're a baby. How do you remember Kakarot's
You-
name
you-
while you're a child?
You really underestimate the negativity.
He's
here.
the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever.
Hate literally causes them to transform.
To be fair, apparently they
I thought L's
retconned.
caused them to transform.
Look,
They
it's not,
take a
it's
L,
not-
they
it
transform.
doesn't come from a desire, but a need.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't think an L fuels hate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very hateful letter.
I mean,
It's the
true.
Scarlet
You're
letter.
true.
L. Is that a Resident Evil 2 shirt?
Yeah.
It is.
Speaking of Resident Evil 2, GDQ's going on right now.
Yeah.
That Resident Evil 2 run from last night was fun.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched the Claire run and then the hunk afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did a hunk run? That's tight.
Bruh, why are there so many zombies?
It's RNG fest. I hope you like RNG.
Yeah.
That's like fell down the YouTube rabbit hole. I saw like speed runs going on of Zelda, and so Wind Waker, apparently somebody just got like super RNG luck through all the RNG checks in Wind Waker, and so
Tight.
they broke the world record time just because they got extremely lucky.
Oh, that chair, dude.
Yeah.
RNG's
That's what a
escape
lot of
version.
those old like Link,
RNGs.
3D Link
RNG
games
yeah.
are. They're like RNG out there.
Well, it was like 3 checks. It was one where you had to play a battleship minigame,
Uh-huh.
and you could keep doing it, and so he just got lucky where he got the like most optimal battleship formation like 2 out of the 3 times because they had to play 3 times. It was 100% run, so they were trying to like get all the items, but they were glitching like crazy. I was looking at like entire temple skips of like, oh, you normally can't get in this boss room without this item, and it has the no reverse limit
Mm-hmm.
on movement. So like old 3D games, apparently they had like no cap on how quickly you could move backwards. So
Good old Castlevania backdashing.
yeah. They were showing like examples from Mario 64 runs of like all the best runs of Mario 64. All they do is like move the character backwards enough times that they can just like increase their movement speed as high as the game can handle to glitch them anywhere in the game.
Damn.
So now it makes sense why
yeah.
like those videos have been coming across, because I didn't even know GDQ was going on.
Oh, yeah.
They're at
I've been watching all week.
they're over 600,000 for Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah.
So go support
Yeah,
games
always.
done quick.
Yeah, always support that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope watching them shatter your favorite game and your old expectations.
Speaking of your
Make you
old
feel like
favorite game, how's CTR going for y'all?
Man. Okay, so this game does not hold your hand at all.
No, it doesn't.
You can't be no bitch playing this.
No, it punches you in the face.
Nah, this is not.
Can't get caught lacking.
You gotta have a certain understanding of what this game was and what
Yeah.
this game is going to bring out of you.
like I got to the point to where I'm playing on classic mode and I was like losing consistently at races and like never being able to break away.
And it's just like a regular race. This is not even a boss. This is not even a boss. This is just
and
like
I
a race.
went online and I was like, yo, how hard is classic mode? And they were like, yeah, it's in between medium and hard. And I was like, oh tight.
And apparently, medium in this game is
still hard. Like this game is
hard
like
from the old game.
It's nutty. It's like you in medium. I can't remember what I had it on. I think I have it on classic, but you have to have a flawless run to win. Like just to by the skin of
You're
your
supposed
teeth.
to already be
like,
good.
Like you have to have a perfect run.
That's the one thing
You
that this
never
game
stop playing
does.
Crash Team Racing.
Is like
You can't stop.
it throws you into Crash Cove, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then it's gonna be an easy game. No. Then like once you finally lose 5 times and you finally get the trophy, then it's like, oh yeah, you just do this dash and press this thing 3 times, then you get your boost. And I was like, oh, now you tell me.
So, yeah, exactly.
This is why they're stunting on me.
Yeah, because like some courses, if you're not boosting the entire race, you're in 3rd place. Like straight up, you have to have a perfect run, boost everything. For like what is most races are what maybe minute 30.
Yeah.
You have to be boosting the entire time. You have it's to the point now where I read where you have to. It's not even just that you're boosting. Like usually you boost on the corners or you're taking corners. No. You have to create these opportunities for more boosts on the straightaway. Like you have to slalom your way around.
Crash Team Racing is 8 racers.
Yes.
So that's the thing about that game. That whole everybody's in the hater zone. Like in Mario Kart, you got that hater zone.
Anybody can get it.
There's like first and second, and then
It's
there's
like
a hater
you
zone,
coasting, then there's the hater zone,
and then there's last place who's like getting every power up, trying to get back to the hater zone.
I was just doing like regular 2-player. It literally feels like they're trying to make you lose. It isn't like you're racing.
Yeah. You mean they're trying to win?
No. They're trying to make you
the
lose.
CPU. If the CPU is in second place and the CPU is in first place and you pass second place, second place will wait for its missile to shoot you.
No. You're not facing 8 different racers. It's the computer versus you.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
They will make sure the computer wins just so you don't.
It's basically a hive mind. Like you're not supposed to win. You're not. It's ridiculous, but it's so fucking fun.
I know. I love the fact that it's challenging.
It's so challenging.
See, this is why I praise elitism in my games.
Yeah, because like you just have to be.
That's how you keep
really
people
good.
there. You got to make them work.
Like there's so many times where I almost broke my fucking controller because I'll be in first place and then somebody would get me on like that 0.05 second and just like, or like throw like a.
Is it the Sekiro of kart racers?
That's what it sounds
like. I don't want to say
that's what it sounds
like. You're like third lap, about to hit it, and then you get hit with 3 missiles, and you
in a row,
like,
3 missiles in a row.
Then you're 8th place. The super meat boy of kart racing.
Like you're 100. It's like you're 300 feet from the finish line, and all of a sudden you're in 8th place. Because like 3 people, it's so disheartening. You'll think it's a perfect run until the algorithm gives like 3 different racers a missile. Come on.
And then you had to like. You try to do the CTR little challenges where you have to collect the C, the T, and the R, and still get first place. Nah.
And still get first.
Yeah,
bro, I watched you stream that section.
It took me 20 times the first level because you have to do a weird jump just to go on the bridge, go out of your way to get this T, and then still try to get first place.
Literally I get to the point where when you're doing the challenges, literally everything that you do is strategic just to get a perfect run.
Yep.
Like you have to. It'll be to the point where you have to save your boost for a specific lap so that you can get through a path that slows you down. Yeah. So you have to use the boost so you don't slow down, so you can get out of that to continue to boost. On a perfect run, it has to be on the correct. It has to be
to get air.
Yes.
Like, because once you land, you get a boost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This game is just about get boost. 100% of this race.
It gets really eventually it gets really technical, but it doesn't really bring you out of the fun. The funness of the game.
No, because you feel your skills getting better. You feel like you are doing a really
What they call it the sacred fire. Yeah. When you get the three boosts in a row, and you just get to go. That shit is just...
Once you get that sacred fire and then you hit the speed pad and then there's like next level.
Oh my god. It's like scissors. It's just like...
I did that one time and jumped part of the map.
Oh my god.
I was like, yo.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all of the glitches that I used to use, because remember on like it'll be Oxide Station, where it's the two big jumps in a row. I remember I used to jump from one ramp to the next directly. Don't even land on anything else, like from literally boost to boost. Basically bunny hop the boost up until it almost breaks the game, where it looks like you're about to get into the next road. Like, I'm trying to get all the old tracks back.
I watched someone try to do Oxide. There's boost, and you have to hit boost. You have to hit every jump.
Yes.
And you have to hit
Every one.
like shortcut.
Perfect.
Just to beat him, because
You have to
there's
get it
no
perfect.
stopping.
Like, you have to get perfect.
Keep 10 Wampa fruit on you, otherwise you're done.
You're done. I'm on.
Also, I don't want to talk about these bosses. They get one box and then they get 90 million. I mean, I remember that from the old game.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
Komodo.
damn, man.
First off, Komodo Joe was a hoe. I beat him first run. That was, for some reason, Komodo Joe was just like too easy.
Yeah.
Komodo Joe's a hoe pass.
Komodo Joe is a straight up hoe. But I'm on the rat, the pinstripe.
Oh, I remember that.
That guy with the bombs, like because
Fucking
he'll throw the bombs on the angles that you need for the boost. Like specifically,
Yeah,
he'll throw,
yeah.
like whatever path that he always throws it in the same spot, and it's the perfect path for the booster that you get onto the next corner
Yeah.
every single time. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but I love it.
I got my ass whooped that first race. Like,
Yeah, I
getting
forgot.
dropped off.
Like, I thought I was gonna come in throwing hands, but I was like, wait a second, no,
Yo.
this game is actually
You got some teeth.
Yeah, it got
Right.
some
I
teeth.
was like, why am I
Little
not
bite.
ahead of anybody?
Like, I remember, because like,
why am I not breaking away?
it's like, why am I losing? So I thought it was gonna be a breeze, just like, yeah, I'm gonna beat it in a day.
Nah.
No. No.
Bro, that's how I felt about the trilogy. Then I went back and tried to play the first one. I was like, damn, oh shit.
The actual games.
I knew
Yeah.
it was hard because it was in
Oh,
Uncharted 4. They had like you
I
could
forgot
play
how hard it was.
Oh, the new Crash Bandicoot? Well,
Yeah.
the remake of the trilogy?
Because when I was a kid, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Crash. Like,
Was I really
Crash,
going through
Crash 2? Crash 2 was ridiculous. That shit was ridiculously hard. I remember I had to let Crash 2 go for a little bit. Wait till I get my general gaming skills up, and
Got the
then
platinum.
revisit Crash 2.
It's fine.
in Crash 2. And how many of these games have you platinum now?
2 and 3.
Crash, no
I don't want to do
Spyros?
one. Spyro. Other things came out, and I just stopped trying to platinum Spyro.
I feel
Okay.
that.
And then
Actually, no. I got the plat on the third one. I was working on the second one.
The new CGR makes me want to go back because they it's so beautiful. It's so like they did it in the right ways.
That
Like,
new
they-
engine is. that
Yeah,
new
it's
engine,
it's great because there'll be like certain parts of it where it's just like, wow, this is really the mechanics of this is just really really beautiful.
Craziest part about this, it runs in 30. It's not 60 frames per second. It's
Man,
30
really?
frames per second.
That's amazing.
But no one notices.
that just makes it like I feel like that
Just so like-
adds to the skill of it because I feel like at 60 you'd have the kind of control you need better than you would at 30. And that just speaks even more to these people who've already platinumed it.
Right. I wish they would make the drifting a little more less linear so you can control your cart a little bit more. But
I was trying to play it like
I mean,
Mario
they
Kart.
did.
yeah,
I
you
read,
can't
I
drift
read
like
that
Mario
they
Kart.
did kind of like just mod over the way that it used to handle in the original. It's just like it's literally just like a skin over how everything used to handle.
Yeah.
So
At least the carts handle a little bit better than back in the. They were broken in the original.
yeah, that may be how I used to be able to.
But that
burn
also
out
might
those
be
ramps.
like with the controllers, like
Oh yeah, it came out without the I don't think analog was on a.
Yeah, I play with
Yeah.
the D-pad. I don't play with the analog. I play
Played
I play that D-pad.
Hella weird.
Man. D-pad's only for fighters.
Yeah, racing with a D.
Take
Or
this,
emoting.
take this to the next level.
Yeah, I mean that's really how to get the original. If you really want to beat this game, you might gotta just do a whole thing D-pad because it's made for it.
Do it all natural.
Yeah.
So speaking of old school games getting a new life, Kumi, you've been playing the new Bloodstained game,
Yes,
the
yes.
Castlevania Symphony of the Night spiritual successor. How's that been treating you?
Actually, it's pretty challenging. I assumed it would be a walk in the park, but I was mistaken. It's real. I want to say it's like a a classic already, but I mean it's worth it.
So
Yeah, I was watching somebody stream it. It looked interesting. I'm like, I could check this out.
the one thing I was talking to Kuma about this is apparently if you play the game before the like 1.02 patch and then try and play it after the patch, you can get to a certain point in the game and you'll need an item, and the chest will think that you've already gotten the item, so it'll just like you'll go to a chest that should be closed and have an item, but it'll just be open and nothing will be there, and then you just can't progress any
Oh, a
farther.
soft lock.
Oh man, no, I haven't ran into that problem. I was stuck for like the longest. I can say that they need like a guidance navigation type system.
Nah, don't guide me in my Castlevania games.
I mean,
I want to be lost as a motherfucker.
It's one part particular. I refused to get online, but I had to because I was stuck for like a whole day. But like hundreds of people are all stuck on this one particular spot, so it just makes it seem like there should be something to like nudge you in the right direction.
I mean,
Scout flies.
Yeah.
That's one thing with a lot of these Metroidvanias. So this is supposed to be a Castlevania, straight up like spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night, and they put a lot of Metroid in it. One complaint I've been hearing a lot is that Symphony of the Night is like a masterclass in game design. Like there are people speedrun it all the time. There's just people know that game inside and out, and they say that this one doesn't feel like you'll ever know it inside and out because it's just too much going on. Because they're like, it's armor,
it's a lot.
it's stats.
I mean,
it's-
that's the thing about it. It's not, when I look at it, it doesn't look like Symphony of the Night. It looks like fucking Aria of Dissonance. It looks like because what happened with Symphony
With
of
the
the Night
magic
was like a
system,
masterclass
yeah.
in like the castle exploration stuff with minor RPG elements, and then the sequels that he made, Aria of Sorrow and Harmony of Dissonance, added more RPG elements. So I think the better game to compare it to is Aria of Sorrow and
yeah. Harmony of Dissonance.
yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't know. If I'm playing a Metroidvania,
It
it's
feels
gonna
like
be
2D Dark Souls almost. I mean, it's armor, gear, and it's hundreds of items and spells. I only use 2 because I got them leveled up, but it's like a massive amount of stuff. I mean, it has high replayability. I say that.
all right. So yeah, if I'm going to be playing a Metroidvania, it's definitely going to be Hollow Knight, because this Silk Song, they showed Silk Song at eBay, or I said eBay, E3. They had a demo of Silk Song, and people are already pulling it apart, and I'm just extremely stoked for this game
I've been to like the first boss.
on Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
I made it past the first boss,
Well,
and
I
I
made it past
legitimately.
I'm just lost now.
Yeah, we're same spot, but just the way that game is, it's hard as nails. Like Kuma, I recommend after this, check out Hollow Knight. It goes on sale
Oh, yeah,
regularly
it's
now.
Yeah,
dope
that's
as
on my
fuck.
list next. Yeah, I've been recommended that a few times.
Like that art style is so crispy.
Yeah.
That's
No,
my
that
main-
soundtrack.
That
Yes.
That soundtrack.
I've only been to like 2 places though. So.
That soundtrack.
So what I've heard, I like, but you know.
Oh no, it's a good soundtrack.
So let me see. There's not a lot of new breaking news, but there is a lot of old games coming back. So I'm going to give this PSA. Samurai Showdown is out, and if you bought the game early, you can get the season pass for free, but apparently on the PlayStation Network, whether you have the game or not, you can just go get the season pass for free in case you're thinking of getting that game, or like maybe you'll end up with a copy. Like if you play fighting
I'll pick it up.
games, if it's in your realm of get these characters for free, because there's no reason not to.
Right.
Because you'll wait, and then down the road you're going to need these characters, and they're going to cost. So there's just a PSA about the Samurai Showdown. Make sure to get that free season pass. Anybody? So you said you're gonna get it, Madrid?
I'm gonna get the pass and then I might get the game. Kuma, you got it. You've played it, right?
Yeah. So far, I like it. It's real. It's very neutral heavy.
Oh, that's Samurai Showdown. It's not a
Super.
combo game. It's just
Yeah, I
it's a lot
didn't.
of
I haven't
neutral.
played it since I was a kid, so I didn't even remember that. I got on trying to mash and was like,
True.
hit 10 buttons and one attack came out.
Who are you maining?
Right now I like Jubei so far. I haven't played with anybody
Oh,
else.
Eye Patch 2 Swords. Yeah, I fucked with him on like, what was it, like Samurai Showdown 5 or some shit?
Mhm. And Earthquake. Yeah, I like the big boys on
I feel
fighting games. But it's pretty dope. I like the art style. It's real smooth, real.
Isn't it the kind of similar to Street Fighter 4's art style? I saw a
Yeah.
trailer or something for it that really was giving me Street Fighter 4 vibes. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I can feel. I can see that. I feel that.
all right. So on the fighting games tip, I did a stream earlier this week that I know a lot of people from the podcast came out for, where I was streaming Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, and that was probably my best stream I've done in months. I had way more viewers, got a bunch of followers. People were showing up to just watch this game, and so I think it's on sale right no. Cross Tag's not on sale. Central Fictions, which I also would highly recommend to just get that because that's a lot more Blaze Blue characters.
Which one's the latest?
So Cross Tag Battle's newer, but Cross Tag Battle's like a crossover, so it's different. But Central Fiction is like the newest like main series Blaze Blue game. So that's on sale 70% off for PlayStation Plus members. So definitely gonna be running some Blaze Blue streams.
I'm gonna get
'cause-
around to it. But I've just always been more of a Guilty Gear guy.
Yeah. Do you want to bring? Because I've realized I don't think we've ever talked about our pitch for the next Guilty Gear game like on a proper podcast.
Okay.
We did it on like YouTube side content, but
Go check that out.
definitely youtube.com/cheesycontroller. Hopefully, it's on cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. Click the YouTube
It
link,
is.
you'll get right there. So our pitch for the next Guilty Gear game, because they did Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which is Under Night in Birth, Persona 4, Ruby, and Blaze Blue characters. So it has characters from all four games, and then they just added someone from
Arcane Heart.
Arcana Hearts.
Arcane, yeah, whatever. Some weird
So they just added their fifth fate, and so the game seems to be in a pretty good place. The fact that it was just like a random fighter game, and people were joining the room, and we actually had people to play against who had been playing ranked and stuff like that. So
shit. The Sweaties. They're the only ones on.
I mean,
I mean,
They were-
it's a solid fighting game
people
community.
cut
Like
it on
people
the
playing it are playing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good time. I always watch that at Evo.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's only been at one Evo, but you get it.
is it coming? Under
you
Night's
watched it?
coming to this Evo.
Yeah,
So
it's replacing Guilty Gear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was replacing Melee.
I mean, that's
I mean, Melee
however you
needs
want to
go.
look at it.
They couldn't keep bringing these freaking old ass CRTs.
The story is that
R.I.P.
Guilty Gear
Melee.
was holding Melee back and then sent Under Night. It's like, go, you do it. It was like fucking Goku holding back Radix.
So the pitch for the next Guilty Gear game, we think they should do Guilty Gear Cross Tag Battle with the Guilty Gear Xrd characters, the characters from Dragon Ball Fighters. Initially, it was JoJo and Persona 5.
Okay.
So
I
you
mean-
mean Weeb Tag Battle.
Right.
I mean, the Blaze Blue
That's a
games are
huge-
super weeby.
I was
Like,
saying we could
that's a
take out
huge
Dragon
roster.
Ball Z because that would be harder.
I mean, it's
and
the
then-
same
Yeah, I
engine.
feel like it.
And then
well,
put in
No.
Kill a Kill.
Yeah.
Hey,
They could throw. So I think the final list we got to the one that we could realistically see is Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball Fighters, Kill la Kill, and Grand Blue Fantasy.
I don't see
Does-
Kill la Kill just because of the type of game Kill la Kill is.
I don't see Dragon Ball Fighters because that's like they do extra shit.
I
in
mean,
that game than they
Persona,
do, like-
they do extra shit compared to Blaze Blue. They literally have personas. They have assists built
That's what
into
I'm saying,
their
we
move
need-
set.
Yeah,
we
but
need
it-
Persona 5 and JoJo's so we can get stands and personas to duke it out.
Mm.
That's what the people want to see. That's the
That is
content
what
that the
people wanna
streets
see.
want.
What would you do, Chris? Because your face when I was listing off these,
Dragon Ball Fighters just threw me off. I was like,
because it's an art.
that seems like I get it. It's made by the same
No,
people.
but Bandai Namco's gonna fuck that up. They'd be like,
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Bandai Namco just stays fucking shit up.
All the time.
I mean, heck, weren't they shutting down tournaments and shit?
No, that was Toei. That was like
Yeah.
specifically.
Exactly. That's
The
all the
Dragon
more
Ball.
reason.
Then all-
all the more reason not like. Let's go JoJo's instead. It needs a proper fighting game. Like
Or we can
Eyes
put
of
that
Heaven
One
is-
Punch Man.
It's pretty. That game looks like hot garbage. I'm gonna. What? How the fuck do you make a One Punch Man game? How the fuck?
You give everyone
And make it a
regular
fighting
damage
game.
animations except for Saitama.
Exactly. I mean, was it gonna be like a 2D or 3D?
Nah,
It's a-
it looks
it's a-
like
it's
the
gonna be
Kill
like
la Kill
Burning
game.
Blood.
It looks like a Jump Force.
Yeah,
It's that arena battle.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
an
it's
arena.
that arena
It's,
brawler
it's probably
type.
gonna be the closest to like One Piece Burning Blood type shit.
Oh, okay. I was never.
With
into
fucking
those.
Saitama.
Heavy
Like,
dodge, heart attacks.
I think Ninja Warrior is the only one who done that well. Like Naruto fighters are the only ones who really do that arena.
Wait, yeah, arena. I was about to
They
say,
did
Ninja
the-
Council was a
They
2D
did it
and
the
it was
best,
amazing.
but they also have some very garbage games.
I
let's be
mean,
real.
yes, I will agree with that, but it just makes sense to be
Most-
jumping around
like
and doing a
most
bunch
of
of
them.
crazy ass
Striker
animation
was
because it's
I played the beta and never went back. Like if it was like 15, or if it was like the PlayStation Plus game of the month, that would be better than what's this month.
Would Jump Force be better? Or would
Either. I don't know. I'm not gonna say all that. Both those games are cursed. Never mind.
You're
This is the
telling me
first
I can
month
get
I
that
didn't-
garbage ass Jump Force game, but I still can't get Fate Triple C? The fuck wrong with you?
You know what? Fuck all that. I'm just gonna play my Switch games instead.
Oh, I found out I can
Yeah.
play gotcha games on my PC. Just something.
Yeah, there's emulators for that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them lag to shit, though. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Like some of them lag like real bad.
As long as I can play my Grand Blue, I'm fine. I feel like I got.
They're
the
having a
process.
Code Geass crossover right now.
Some gotcha game is having a near crossover right now.
I just
wanna-
finished Code Geass, like all the way through for the first time, and holy shit!
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it.
That anime is amazing.
Oh yeah, Lelouch was playing 5D's chess like that.
Lelouch was playing for keeps. Bruh.
It's so good.
Like each episode is like, damn, how does the show keep getting better? And then that theme comes in, it's like, man, fuck.
That's how.
Cue that bitch back up. Yeah, it's a good time. We'll probably get a deeper synopsis on the next 3-piece set episode.
There you go.
Actually, speaking of killer themes coming in, I've been playing a lot of 14 because Shadowbringer's about to come out.
14.
Yeah,
I'm finally a black mage, level 35. What up?
Hey, look at
Hey,
that.
I got that nice armor now.
The grind don't stop.
Oh,
See,
no, it don't.
You're gonna feel the type of way once you hit the 45 job quest, because then you get your like actual outfit.
I know, but I just was doing a bunch of dungeons and I finally got some cool armor out of it, and I don't look like
Like a scrub.
a hobo.
I'm gonna buy
to
14.
be honest.
I'll buy 14 game time. I mean, my Shadowbringers will be here Friday, so
Yeah, I can't stop. I've tried. I played a little bit of Crash Team Racing, and then
It got you?
went into 14. I can't stop playing
Have
it.
you been
Because
streaming
he's
it?
at the good part of the story.
I am at the good part of the story. Woo, some shit went down. I want to like.
You should
Oh, and you
stream
showed
it.
us wifey. That's just how it is. Yeah. That's just how it is.
Yeah. I
See,
mean,
I
they
haven't
took,
even really
they
gotten
took
into the
Old
story
Bay,
yet.
Metalon or whatever. I don't know how do you say her name.
Oh, Melfina?
Melfina, yeah. They took her. She's kidnapped. So I gotta go save her ass.
And everyone else.
And everyone else. Well, they got shot and stabbed. They did that.
All the non-important people.
Yeah, they did that to them dirty. Watch the sand.
this week in news, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
14 wildin'.
See, that's the thing about it. That's only that part of Wildland. Like Heaven's Word.
I was about to
Shit.
say, this isn't even breaking news.
I'm
This
gonna
is-
be real.
Well, they
like,
did mess with you. They like go back to the sand, walking sand, and like go tell everybody the great news you did. And then you walk in there, everybody's
that
on
was
the
like
floor
right after you
dead.
beat Titan too.
Yeah, you thought you beat this badass like Titan like monster thing. You're like, cool, I'm feeling myself. Walk in,
primal.
everybody's dead. It's like shit. All right.
What level do you have to be to start doing raids and stuff? Is it
Raids or dungeons?
8-player or 4-player?
8-player?
I think your first one's at like 50.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
Nice,
Ish.
nice.
I leveled like 5 times today.
That's gonna stop soon. I'll tell you that
I
right
thought
now.
that was going to stop earlier because I got 20,000 or 200,000 experience every single level. It's a grind.
I'm starting to feel it now.
Laughs
I'm
in
starting to feel
5. Laughs in half a mil.
Shit, no.
Yeah,
And nah, it's okay. I'm a healer. My Qs are near instant. I don't have to give a fuck.
that's fine.
I was like, I want to run a dungeon hits button. Doom.
I did find that problem. I had to like do one dungeon just to get to the next level, and I was like, "Well, my hunting log's done."
Are you doing your leaves?
No, my what?
Leave quests. Leave quests are repeatable. Okay, so
Never done. I've seen it
Are they
several
like-
times, but I'm like,
That like new quest kind of thing where you got the leaf next to your name and
no. That's a Hall of the Novice. No, leaves are if you go into like towns and stuff where you normally get side quests. There's somebody standing there with. They literally said their title's like Leave Meet or something,
okay.
and those are like repeatable quests that you can do for EXP, and you get to bump up the difficulty to +4, do it, and get a lot of EXP.
Okay, so lead quests.
Yeah,
I thought you said leaf quests.
no,
That's
leave.
what I thought too.
I was like,
like
Leaf
leave,
Boys
like
just-
leave.
LEEVE
you were
or
trying to
something like
place it.
that.
Okay.
It's a lot of.
Okay, is that one where you like kind of you do that quest and you have to fight like a couple monsters and that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then they'll have stuff like, hey, you gotta pacify this thing while other things are attacking you.
That sounds terrible.
It gets really inconvenient. But you need that XP.
I do need that.
Because when you need 2 levels, when you need like about half to like 600,000 XP level, and you need to do levels to get to the next story quest, yeah, those are going to be your best friends.
So I can't just keep running dungeons.
I mean, you can, but your queue times. Well, no, you do both at the same time. You do leaves while you're in your
That's what I
15-minute
normally
queue
do.
times.
I normally do dungeons and finish out my hunter's log, and then by the time I'm in that, all right, I got more. I'm level 70 by next month.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, Shadowbringers is. We can stream some of that fresh, cheesy content.
That's true.
Yeah.
I might start streaming 14.
he should start streaming it.
Yeah, get up to level, and we'll start.
Crunch time.
Wait,
Actually
wait.
playing
How was your
together?
experience with Titan?
These motherfucking healers was the only problem because he wouldn't heal the the tank. So the tank would just die, and I'm just like, all right. And then next thing I know,
Vote
there's like,
kick, please.
right. I was like, and then he's just like trying to keep me alive. I was like, no, it's a wipe. Just let me die, because you can't do this out the tank.
With that attitude, Swift cast Resurrection.
They didn't do anything. And then their excuse was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. I was like, you need to.
What are you gonna do when this game comes to Switch?
Is game coming to Switch?
Yeah.
I'm not
Let
playing.
me
I'm
make-
not playing this game on Switch.
Actually,
I
no,
too many
I
fucking
like
buttons.
Yeah, I like the mouse and the
Yeah.
keyboard. I'm straight.
I have to play on PS4.
You could play.
I mean, you can.
Your computer.
I just
runs
hope
it.
you like.
No, but my expansions are on PS4. Shit, my Shadowbringers
fucking
is
sucks.
PS4. So
Well, I first started playing on PS3, then I played on PS4, now I'm playing on PC comfortably.
That's fair. That was one hell of a time. I'm just saying, Titan sucked. Watch out for the rock slide, because you would just fall off.
Labs and Titan EX.
No. Have you done that yet?
I've been done Titan EX. I've done Garuda EX. Garuda EX is a bitch.
Fair enough.
Like Garuda's already
Wait, what
a
level do you have
problem.
to be
But then
do
you make her harder.
Titan EX.
Huh?
What level do you have to do to Titan EX?
Like 60. Like once you get
What?
to the end of the original main story, they're like, yeah, time for you to run this in hard mode. And it's
Okay.
like then you get like Titan hard, and then you get like Titan EX, and then you got to do Leviathan EX.
That doesn't sound fun.
See, that's the thing about it. Those are bad. Those are hard. But then, now remember, this is still a realm reborn. You go into the binding coil of Bahamut. Now, that is a problem.
Bahamut's a problem. Bahamut's been a problem.
Huh?
Bahamut's been a problem.
Oh, no. Bahamut is a problem. Multiple problems. 13 turns of problems.
He's a problem in every
Speaking
game.
of problems,
That's a YouTube video I'm gonna have to watch over and over again.
Oh, there's like 13 fights in that raid.
What?
that sounds like a lot.
Oh, it is.
Speaking of a lot of stuff is on sale. We got a Steam summer sale going on, and I looked at my wish list. There is only one game that is out on my wish list that's not on sale. Out of my 59 item Steam wish list,
Damn.
you guys are talking about Final Fantasy being a problem. Like, I'm just in here. I'm like, I could run Crisis on my PC. I could totally. It actually, just seeing the summer sale made me re-download Mass Effect 2. Because I
Heck,
had
I
that
was
on
thinking
Steam.
about Far Cry New Dawn for a good minute. Now it's only $20. That might be doable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some really good deals in here. Monster Hunter World on PC's half off.
Heck, Pathfinder Kingmaker's only $20.
We're just gonna go through here.
Jump Force is 50% off.
Hollow Knight's 40% off. Grease is 33% off.
I slept with that physical.
Blaze Blue Cross
I saw
Tag
the tears
Battle is
on that.
25.
You got to get the 250 pack.
Oh shit.
No.
Just like, I like that game. I don't
And
know
it,
if I
come,
do
it,
like
can, like
it.
it comes with the vinyl and everything else.
Yeah, a lot of limited run games have been doing that. Like, so the Symphony of the Night, they just sent, like, certain backers on Kickstarter are getting those with vinyl soundtracks, figures.
Heck,
art
Final
books.
Fantasy VIII is only $6.
Wow.
Is this
Where do I check for
8?
sales? Is there like?
You can just, well, that's why I was telling you to flesh out your wish list. Because if you flesh out your wish list,
It's nothing but Final Fantasy games.
A lot of
You-
fun.
I only
Yeah,
have
so-
one game on Steam, and that's Doki Doki Literature Club.
I
We
have
need to work on that.
83
Epic
games
gives me
on
free
Steam.
games.
Yeah, very true.
I
Those,
got Enter the Gungeon, fucking Transistor right here.
Enter the Gungeon, y'all.
Fair enough.
I don't know if it's still free on Epic Game Store, but I definitely recommend running some Enter the Gungeon. Especially, like, they just put out the final expansion. So, it's a great roguelike if you want to fight bullets that shoot guns that shoot bullets. That sounds...
Or play as a bullet with a sword.
What?
yeah,
That's cool.
katana's a weapon, because of course it is.
Yeah.
All right, so the last thing I have as far as news before we start wrapping it up for the week, Destiny 2, I hopped in and played some of the Season of Opulence.
The menagerie's fun.
I did
It
not
kicks-
have a fun
It
time.
kicked the shit out of me, but
I
it's a
did
good time.
not-
What is the menagerie?
Mini raid.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sex club or something.
That's what it's
I mean, I'm
We
not gonna
are
lie,
in
it kind of
Atlanta.
is. It's real
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
man.
Callus is in some weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in Cal. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, no.
That's- all you had to say was Callus. Guardian.
He possesses a robot to talk sensually to you. Like,
That's
Why did
well.
you
Remember,
shoot
that's
my
what he's been
wine
doing
cup?
this entire time.
That's true.
so,
Like, remember, we have never actually seen Callus. We've only
This
seen a
is still
Callus.
the only raid that I've beaten.
We don't know if he's actually that big in the first place.
Same.
Still the only raid that I've beaten.
I mean, if you hop in, I'm 690. Fortunately, I'm actually like 691.
Yeah, if you have the pass, they make leveling real easy for you to get into new content.
Nice.
That was the one thing. So going back to Destiny 2 after all this time, one thing I noticed is there's a lot of shit in progress that I just didn't do because they rearranged like your bounties, your exotic quests,
Yeah.
like all of that type of stuff into your pursuits. And my pursuits is like 2.5 pages of just shit that they're like, hey,
And you
should
don't even
probably-
have like everything. You don't even have the
Nope.
Thorn quest, the
Nope.
Last Word quest.
I have it's a hand cannon quest. I know I have the Ace of Spades quest, and I have.
You haven't done the Ace of Spades?
No, I haven't done the raid shotgun from the
Don't feel
base
bad for
game.
him. I'm way behind.
But it's the Ace of Spades.
Right.
I mean, you got to do it for the homeboy.
You gotta do it for the love of the game.
We got to see him die again, which
Oh,
so we were playing with
They
Bell.
love milking that out.
We did it was funny. So I had to do an old strike, and Cade was talking to me the whole time through the entire strike. I'm like, this feels really weird because
This feels
he's
wrong.
super dead.
Yeah. Literally every promo was, we're killing Kate. He's dead.
Get ready.
That sucks.
I'm gonna put a bullet in this man. But yeah, if anybody has the Destiny 2 annual pass, like if you bought it when Forsaken came out, I'd say this is a good time to get back in. Like there's all the Black Armory stuff in there.
did.
There's Gambit stuff. Like you're going to get to 690. They give you like one quest, and by the time you finish that quest to go to the menagerie, you're 690. And I went from like 503 to 690 in a day. So with very little resistance. Now, when we got in the menagerie, we were just playing with like some complete shitheads. Like nobody knew what they were doing. People were just dying left and
6
right.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's
a mini raid.
yeah,
yeah,
It's a match.
It's one of those they're
player.
matchmaking. They have matchmaking with advanced mechanics. Like there's actual mechanics to this shit.
Okay.
I just felt like it was 6 people running around in circles, dying, trying to kill things, and not really being super effective at it.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
Were they
yeah,
throwing?
that's how it tends to go.
You can't lose in the menagerie, so that's like one thing.
It just takes longer.
Yeah. So even if you're just completely,
That's still throwing.
yeah,
You can't.
They're
What do you mean you
inconveniencing
can't
the other
lose?
person.
you can't lose. Like you don't wipe. You don't.
You just revive.
Yeah.
It just takes longer. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is it hurts your farming. Because now it's like, if you're trying to get that god roll on that hand cannon, you got to get the shit done quickly. And so it's like, the loot is your incentive for playing better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And being able to be done with it faster. So we had to do every single encounter. So like the same way the Callous raid had different orders the different rooms went in, is the same way they have different encounters in different orders in the menagerie. And you could get like lucky and do super well and only do maybe 3 encounters.
Yeah.
We did like, I feel like a solid 12 encounters. I feel like we did every single one they had in their pool, and they were just like, fine, get out of my matchmaking. Like, just get out. So, and apparently you can pick your own gear and rolls at the end. So
dope.
they give you a chalice that you are filling out different slots in your chalice in different points as you do stuff in the menagerie and you do bounties and do different stuff like that. And that lets you pick specific gear you actually want and pick specific rolls you actually want on gear and weapons. Like, if you don't want a hand cannon, you can be like, all right, give me a pulse rifle, give me an auto rifle, give me...
That's dope.
So instead of ending up with, like, a couple different swords for no reason, because unless you're
There's
in
never no
Crucible,
reason to have a sword.
PvE in Destiny is the one place in life you don't want a sword.
Yeah, with that attitude, laughs in Black Talon.
Right. I'm like,
Heck, I need my spin the win back.
I feel like they're just eventually... So the interesting thing, this is my first time playing Destiny since Bungie has been free from Activision. And I don't think they're going to ever do Destiny 3.
No, I don't want them to do Destiny 3. That is the dumbest thing for them to do.
Yeah, I don't
like,
need
doing Destiny 2 made sense because you were completely changing what platform you're on. You were getting rid of the old gen consoles. We could finally run at 60, all that stuff. Now you could just build the game up. Because that was the problem with Destiny 1 going Destiny 2. It was like, cool, we got all this new stuff, but it looks like you've forgotten every single lesson you learned from D1. And now you have less content? So no, they don't need to make a new one. They just need to keep adding, build it up.
Yeah.
You know, treat it like the MMO it actually is.
Yeah, and that it feels way more MMO than it has ever felt. And when I say the only MMO I've
sounds
ever
fun.
really
right, I might
played,
go re-download it now. I
Oh,
think
I'm
I
really
am.
hyped to see what they do with the...
Shadowkeep,
Yeah.
like Cross.
They're throwing more
Cross-type
RPG elements into it.
More RPG.
More RPG. They're like... They're adding execution moves, like... A Titan can finally super punch something to death.
That's
Finally.
To death.
To death.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Titan can punch anything to
Titans
death
are OP.
already.
Look.
But
I have 2 weapons. A gun and these.
for
I
people
like
not
throwing
listening,
knives.
or-
And they both want the smoke.
I like throwing knives. That shit's so fucking cool.
You know,
You're a hunter.
I'm still a warlock kind of guy, so it's like I'll throw a mini black hole because I can do that.
That's pretty fucking cool too. Everybody's out there with like guns and shit. And they're like, hold on, knife. And you're like, fuck that. How do I...
Look, I'm just saying, I can teleport and explode at the same time.
Yeah.
And so, for people interested, I think that's going to be leading into when Iceborne comes out in September, and we're just going to be playing that nonstop. It looks like you have Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy 14 will be some games that Cheesy Boys are on.
Yeah.
And for people watching live, this is the weekend where we're just going to be running the Iceborne beta. Last weekend, Tigrix was giving me some problems. I streamed with Data Dave and some of his people. That was the one time where it was 4 people in a hunt, and all of them were streaming, and all of them had way bigger audiences than me. So it was a really cool experience to do that with them, but Tigrix is no joke. Like, I got with our people, and we didn't have too many problems out of it, but Tigrix is the type of monster that will cart you back to back to back to back to back, and just no mercy. They give you 9 feints in that hunt, and I've
9?
seen people run out of those 9 feints.
Dog, I'm laughing at arch-tempered nigga Gante.
What'd you call me?
He knows what he is.
Talking about you, boy.
So, yeah.
What'd you think of the beta besides that?
I like the Clutch Claw. I still...
The Clutch Claw is so fucking good.
Did he have braids?
Nigga Gante? He's a pit bull.
What?
He would be the stereotypical pit bull.
But you have to cover him in spikes
Yeah.
because it's already not vicious enough.
Yeah.
And it's going to call you a sinner.
Yeah.
And punish you for it.
Devout Christian, that one. But
And it's covered in spikes.
Covered in spikes.
Yeah. They get longer and blacker as he gets madder.
And dark.
Yeah, it's very, what do they call it?
Near Gigante?
What's
Best boy?
Nigga Gante.
up with all these games that they're like heavily masochistic?
Look, I'm just saying, I want these games.
That's
look,
the meta that we're in.
Look, fight me. That's it. Just fight me. Fight back.
The game wants to smoke, and it knows you want the
It's
smoke.
like, fight me, but I'm also sexy.
Okay, so...
Where I'm from, we call that foreplay.
I was about to say, that's Nintendo games. I've seen their fandom.
True.
I never knew Nintendo had the horniest fandom, but here we are.
This sounds about right.
You have
Wrong. Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is gross. This is gross.
Yo.
This is gross.
I'm
It's
gonna
all
move-
pretty bad. It's all pretty.
is.
It's all.
But
It's
there
all
are people
pretty.
out there that like. Someone
It's
made a
all
whole
pretty
YouTube
bad.
video like rating the Sonic characters by their sex scene.
Wait.
It's
There's a
the
lot of videos like that.
funniest
Hold on. That's
video
just
I've ever
basic.
seen.
That's
Like,
basic.
That sounds pretty
I'm
tame.
about to look this shit up.
That sounds pretty tame, though.
So, PlayStation Plus this month, last month...
We got
it makes
Boo Boo and
sense
some
because
trash.
Sonic Mania was last month's game. Coming up in July, we...
Yeah, Manic already.
They're giving us Tic-Tac-Toe and
They're giving us Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. So we're getting Konami's soccer game that is the not FIFA that...
Konami makes games?
Yeah. They make Pro Evolution Soccer because it's microtransaction hell.
Oh, okay.
Konami
So just like
a
FIFA.
developer.
They're still a publisher, yeah.
No, they're a traitor.
There you go. Make it
So
spicy.
Pull the lever.
Kronk.
I found the script in the past couple weeks of The Emperor's New Groove online because there was like the record scratch, how did I get here? I wanted to pull that directly from The Emperor's New Groove for a tweet, but it was like 10 characters too long and I gave up. But
And that's why Twitter is a hell site.
I was
I
trying to put some positivity in The Emperor's New Groove out there on Twitter, and Twitter didn't allow me.
went and downloaded the script and everything.
But we're getting Pez and we're getting Horizon Chase Turbo, which is an arcade racing title from a Brazilian indie developer. And
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, support it.
It's giving me some.
I mean, wait.
Some Cruising USA vibes.
Wait.
Ooh.
Actually, that's kind
That
of
was the
Actually,
best.
actually, that's
that's
a good
good.
sell.
Slash Hot Wheels.
/ Hot Wheels.
Ooh, cruising the USA in a Hot Wheels car. I don't know. That's a good sell.
Yeah.
I'm in the Hot Wheels USA.
So it'll be free on PlayStation Plus starting next week. So next Tuesday, day before we record. If y'all want to download it, give it a try, give it a spin, if you will, before we record the podcast.
Whoa, take it easy there.
I say we check it out.
Breaks.
All right, so does anybody have one more thing before we wrap for the week?
City Skylines is only $7.49 on Steam. Buy it.
If you've made it this far, buy City Skylines for Jalen. And support our Patreon, you know.
Is it like SimCity?
It's SimCity, but good.
Yeah, it's like they
Tight.
did the Harvest Moon
I'm gonna do
Stardew
it.
Valley. City Skylines is the Stardew Valley of SimCity.
So it's better.
Yes.
Okay.
It's also
Yeah.
on Switch.
Thanks. I'm definitely
I'm
get
gonna be
it.
real with you. It's good. It's real good. But I still think some of like the OG City Skylines. I mean, the OG SimCities are kind of better.
SimCity 2000.
Yeah,
That was
like.
a good one.
But since those are hard to find, and the last SimCity is garbage, get City Skylines. It's really good.
And Mass Effect 2. If anybody wants to play along in Mass Effect 2 with me, I think that's going to be the next. I'm going to finish out Final Fantasy 15, and the next like journey game of like momentous proportion is going to be Mass Effect 2. All right. So that's about all we got time for this week. Remember, you can follow us all collectively. What, Madrid?
Into the Spider-Verse is on Netflix. Go watch that.
Ooh, Into the
yeah.
Spider-Verse
Ooh,
is on
I'm gonna go home and do
Netflix.
that.
And if you haven't seen it,
Bingo.
it's a very...
No. Even if you have seen it, see it again.
I got it
Just
on
see it again.
Blu-ray.
I might
I'm
watch
going to
it.
watch the
I might watch
director's
that bitch
cut.
I'm
every
still
other
catching
day.
flack. I just watched Black Panther last week, so yeah, I got to catch up on a lot of
For
movies.
the first
Whoa!
For the first time.
Have you seen the Avengers?
Last superhero movie I watched was the OG Incredible Hulk that came out when
Oh,
Batman
Wait,
came
wow.
out.
wait, no.
You're in for the good time. You're in for the good time.
Yeah, if you ever want to dip your
Tight.
toes back into
Yeah, the last
MCU,
10 years of filmmaking, it's been pretty
Yeah,
great.
Black Panther made me like, okay, I gotta watch this shit.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch Thor Ragnarok. If there's
Thor
one
actually-
MCU,
Yeah, that's on Netflix too.
that was a
Endgame,
good one.
Hey,
The Wasp, and Ant-Man.
you should probably hurry up. When does Disney Plus come out?
Disney, yeah, those are all gonna go away in the fall when
Yeah,
Disney Plus
get
comes
what you
out.
can out of Netflix right now.
Yeah.
But I'd say, like, even maybe before Into the Spider-Verse, go watch Thor Ragnarok. Thor
Nah,
Ragnarok.
go watch Into the Spider-Verse first.
Thor Ragnarok was a super fun
Oh no,
ride.
I love
like,
that movie. But go
Yeah.
see Into the
Jeff
Spider-Verse first.
Jeff Goldblum is the main antagonist. They're like on a sci-fi planet, and it's Thor versus Hulk.
No, you should.
Look,
You know,
that
like-
movie got its issues, but go see Into the Spider-Verse.
Whatever the algorithm throws at you first, just check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
Honestly.
All right, so that's about all we got time for. Remember, you can follow us all collectively at cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. On Twitter, I am at Anton6. Chris,
Chef and Chris. Sorry, I'm blank. Damn.
Jalen,
Squid Bishop.
Kuma.
Hey, first and foremost, shout out to y'all. My social media handle is AKUMASANTI, all one word, Akuma Santi.
Which I thought was Akuma Nasty until like last week.
Yeah.
I was saying Akuma Santi. I just added an extra A.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, Madrid
Speedwagon X.
and Josh.
I know Jones everywhere.
All right, this has been a Know It's Good production. And until next time, keep it cheesy. All right, so